Hello and good day everyone. I just want to ask some questions before we start off with today's video. First, do you guys like these videos being put out on Sundays and I just cover all of the news from that week, or do you guys even really care? Let me know down in the comments below. Next, I want to talk about suggestions. Anyone that gives me a suggestion, I will be covering it in a video, and that's what today's first story is going to be about. Today's first story is actually going to be about the vegan teacher. It's funny because I think it was a few days ago when she uploaded this video we're going to be looking at, when she talks about the N-word. Let's take a look at it.
Beautiful eyes, beautiful smile, beautiful curly hair.
Alright, starting off, this video is kind of creepy. I don't like how she's talking about this doll. Low-key is kind of giving me spooky vibes. Let's keep going.
Beautiful skin. Look how adorable she is. What do you think about the idea of banning cruelty, but not words? Can you
I already
think of
don't
some
like
words
this.
right
I
now
already
that are
don't.
banned? What are they?
Uh-oh.
What are some of the words that you're never
I mean, we all saw the title. We know what's gonna happen.
How did we get this way in society? Is banning words a good idea? When does it end? If we say we can't say the N-word, but then people ban even saying the N-word, then the N-word becomes the X-N-word. The N-word that used to be the other N-word.
Alright. So this is dumb. That was the dumb. She phrased it in the dumbest way possible. That was word soup. She didn't say anything meaningful there. If you guys are trying to understand that, don't. It was word soup and doo-doo garbage. Let's continue.
It just goes on and on and on. What about other words? The F word, the C word, the R word, the S word. When does it
What's the R word?
end when we start banning language? Is it a good idea, really? Or is it better to just reclaim words that have hurt us, not let them have any power? Does this girl seem to you like she might be naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, and radiant? She looks like...
What the? I don't like. Alright, so that was a video. I just have some thoughts on it. Why is it always people who haven't been hurt by certain words and things always trying to talk about reclaiming those words? I never understood that. It's always those people when it comes to stuff like this. It always comes to people saying things like, oh, freedom of speech and blah 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 blah, all of that stuff. It's one of those things where it's like, yes, you can say the word, however, people can also treat you a certain way for saying that word and they're just as justified. I don't understand it. Here's the TLDR. People don't like you saying the word, don't say the word. If you say the word, be ready for the consequences. You are not deserving of a platform for saying the words. However, your platform probably won't be taken away from saying it. Next story. Oh, one final thing. The vegan teacher got banned off TikTok. I'll talk about that next week. And if you guys want a complete video on the vegan teacher where I go like more of a commentary style video, let me know. Okay. Go. Moving on to our next topic. I am a little bit late to this. There are some James Charles allegations that we're going to be talking about today, but before that, all right, I just need something before we talk about some stories like this. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see what James Charles did this time. James Charles made a really long tweet that I'm going to put up on screen right now. If you guys want to read it, here it is. But I'm going to be paraphrasing it because it is kind of long and this video is also getting a little long. So James Charles saw this guy on his Explore page, saw that he followed him, was like, oh, cool, that's pretty neat. Decided to add him on Snapchat and then went to sleep. He woke up to a bunch of Snapchat messages basically saying, oh my God, I love you, big fan, all of that stuff. And James Charles claims that he sent him pictures of him in the shower, unsolicited. Now, after that, James Charles asked for his age. He didn't ask for ID or anything, he just asked for his age. And with that, he said he was 18. So after that, James Charles started flirting. But turns out later on, James Charles asked him a second time and he was 16. He originally lied about his age. He told him that he wasn't okay with that. The fans started getting upset and he unfriended him. Now, this is James Charles' story. I don't know if this is completely correct or not. What I will say is, here's how this problem could have been completely avoided. Ask for a picture of their face. After that, ask for a picture of their ID. Verify both of those things. Once you do that, do whatever you're going to do with that fan. People might say that that might not be right, but when it comes to strictly following the laws, you know for a fact that they are the same age as you, and both of you guys are actually legally allowed to do this. And then if it turns out that they faked their ID or something like that, you are officially not even viable anymore. You asked for ID. You did what you were supposed to do. I don't understand how people keep getting caught up in stuff like this. You've been in social media long enough for this not to be okay anymore. You should know to ask for an ID. There are 2 more people who have actually accused James Charles of allegations similar to this event, and I would love to cover them, but that's gonna have to wait until next week. I want the entire story to unfold so I can give you guys either a full solo video on this topic or just a quick update in the next news of the week video. Hopefully James Charles will be able to address these issues in a calm and orderly fashion and put all of our worries to rest. However, I feel like all of us who have been on the internet for more than a few days know that that probably will not happen, but I will keep you guys posted on it. Moving on to our next story. Again, people are trying to cancel the god himself, Eminem, but it's not a rapper this time. It's an entire generation. So apparently, what was it? I think it's Gen Z is trying to cancel Eminem for some stuff he said in The Way You Lie with Rihanna. But I want to point out that if any of you guys actually listen to Eminem and listen to any of his past stuff, really? You pick a fight with God for that song? When he says something about tying someone to a bed and setting a house on fire? Really? You're gonna pick that lame stuff? Like, go back, find some actual stuff. But Eminem responds with tone deaf. It's really interesting, and he posted a video of it today, which I cannot play, which sucks, but just go watch it. It's really interesting. I love the video. And it's just funny. It's like every single beef that Eminem has got into, he's pretty much won. So now I'm trying to figure out, will Eminem be able to say that he won a beef versus an entire generation? Like, honestly, the TLDR, this man has made so many songs in the past that could get anyone canceled right now if they said it, and he's still making music to this day. You guys aren't gonna cancel him no matter how butthurt you are about something he said in, like, what, 2009? Jesus Christ, when did You Lie come out? I mean, The Way You Lie come out. So apparently CodeMiko had a stream with Alinity and got a bunch of criticism for it. Now, basically, if you guys don't know who Alinity is, she's the person who threw her cat on Twitch. I think that that's all I need to say for you to know who she is. But for those of you all who don't know who CodeMiko is, basically she's a coder who uses Unreal Engine 4 to make this really lifelike model on her streams, and she does it consistently, which is really cool. I didn't know about her until after the story, but I might start watching her after this. She seems like everything I want to be as a content creator, just this snarky, fun, just no filter having interviewer. And what she does is she interviews people on stream and plays games with big Twitch streamers and stuff like that, and that's what she is, just this funny jerky personality. And she has Alinity on for a stream, and a lot of people didn't like that. Let's look at some of these tweets. All right, so here we have it. She says, "Hey guys, we have the lovely Alinity here today at Alinity," and it's just a picture of her with her cat on her desk. And then someone says, "Lovely" is a poor choice of words. Jesus. All right, we have cats around the world. And we also have some people on the opposite side saying things like, "People commenting about the cat situation are real comedians, huh?" She threw her cat. Like, that happened already. There's nothing she can do. She can never take that back. And the only thing we can go by now is what she shows us. And right now she's been trying to be better, and there's a lot of stuff. However, what I will say is CodeMiko having her on stream shouldn't really be that big of a deal. Like, what? She just wanted to have someone on stream. She interviews people all at a time just to play some games. The next story is about David Dobrik. So an audio log has recently surfaced in which YouTuber David Dobrik speaks about planning a prank on his friend, former Vlog Squad member Seth. He says he was the perfect target because of his background. I hope this isn't what I think it is. Oh my god. Alright, so there was a prank in 2017 where he was tricked into being kissed by Nash. I'm guessing that's another member of the squad, and he says that he's come to think of it as sexual assault. Okay, that's not funny at all. In the new audio clip, Dobrik appears to contradict this idea, saying that he had no prior knowledge to this and that he would be kissing Noah. He also seems to suggest that a black man was a good target for the prank because of his background growing up in Compton, California, and the fact that homosexuality is not widely accepted. He told Francis that he wanted to film a dream sequence where he kissed fellow Vlog Squad member Karina, who he found attractive. So this was supposed to be an actual female that he liked that was going to be consensual. You know what? I'm not even going to say they have a quote here in the article. We're not even going to look at that. We're just going to watch the actual clip.
I told Seth, hey man, I want to do this bit. It's like a dream sequence where you make out with the masked guy and it just looks like you're dreaming and you're making out with an old man. I'm like, yeah, Seth, just don't hold back. You can make out as much as you want, have as much tongue as you want. Just keep kissing her. But what Seth didn't know is that I replaced Corinna with Jason.
I sit down, I put my hand on Seth's knee, and I put my hand behind his back and start rubbing his back and squeezing his knee. And then he
just leans in and just goes at it.
I slip him the tongue first.
His friends are probably going to chew him out for that for the next 3-5 years of his life.
Well, as Seth tells it, the homosexuality is not so accepted in where he comes from.
Seth's from Compton. It's literally the perfect setup. Like a guy from Compton, and I made him make out with another older man.
It's good for Seth.
Yeah.
It gets him some airtime.
Look, I joke a lot here on this channel, and I like to joke. I think that it's really fun, and it's an easy way to diffuse some tension while I talk about certain topics, but this was disgusting. David Dobrik is disgusting. And then this is the part that really messes with my head. He flat out said it's good for him. He'll get some screen time. This man was strictly thinking business, and I can respect the business mindset to a point, but this didn't have anything to do with business. This was just a guy who was insensitive to multiple things and had a bunch of friends hyping him up. Please drag him through the mud for this. I know I don't have that big of an audience, but I know that there are going to be people talking about this, and I'm sure that there's some people who already have. He needs to be dragged through the mud for this. This cannot be joked about. This cannot just be pushed under the rug. All right, Jesus Christ, I got a little bit serious that last clip. Hope you all enjoyed that video. Please stay safe, drink coffee, and I'll see you guys next week.